Hi. Right, Fabriano, £130. The large Ron Manson Hake. Cadmium yellow, raw sienna, alizarin crimson, light red, ultramarine, burnt umber, Payne's grey and burnt sienna. I've got the board more or less flat, not very rarely paint. That sort of minimal angle, probably about 3 degrees. That's as low as fast as I can get it really, that you can see. So I hope the perspective is okay. I'm going to do wet in wet on this Fabriano, so I'll just give the paper a wet. I want to do a sort of a woody scene, but see what happens to the paint when it's on a more or less level surface. I haven't done one for a long time, because I like to sit down, and if you paint flat, sometimes you can't get low enough, or high enough anyway. If that makes sense. So I'll just put a little bit of cadmium, not cadmium, some raw sienna here and there, just some light spots here. Sort of sun coming through. Okay. So we'll drop in some colours. So a bluey yellow. So misty sort of scene. Let's just drop some bits of colour in. So let's get some deeper greens. This cadmium yellow is a beautiful, rich colour. We'll just, as we come, it's sort of I might do some scraping on some of this, but I want the harder bits to be at the front. Right, I'll just reclip it. Shouldn't have to do this very often. Get it nice and flat. Okay. Clean the brush. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to my new palette and use the different blues in the foliage. Oops. This is the John Pike palette that Todd Sells sent to me. They're quite a job to get off. Let's try that away. Oh God, it's a real nail breaker. Oh, it seems to be stuck. Right, bear with me. It's supposed to just drop. You pull this size out and it's just supposed to drop out. There might be some paint stuck. Oh, I'll get that up. I'll do that later. Right, aborted. Right, we'll do it with the colours we've got. Warm them up a bit. And some darker colours in the foreground. I want to do my usual trick with the card and some of this. Warmer colours. Blue colours recede and cool colours recede, and the reds come forward. Bit of alizarin in that, I think. Look at that, a darker bluey colour. I'm hoping this is going to all merge. Maybe this is a bit too dry. Paper's drying. I can of course spray it if I wanted to, but we could. Weather's lousy at the moment. A bit of it's warm, mild, but it's not summery weather. It's not very nice at all. Right, so I'm avoiding Payne's grey. Let's try and get some nice. Plenty of water on the brush here. Because it's not running off the page, it's sort of doing nice things. And because I've got this lovely Masterson Stay Wet palette, I can keep my tray lovely and moist, so it goes to tube consistency now. Oh, that's a bit too strong there. This cadmium yellow, the cotton is really strong. There's the rain. Look at this. I'm going to lift out some of this, but I just want to get some more realistic colours in the foreground here. Okay, card plastic. Right. That will backfill, I think, because it's so wet. Okay, let's how are we doing? Now this is starting to granulate, which is lovely. It's a technique that you can exploit when say ultramarine and burnt umber mixed, they separate. Burnt umber, ultramarine with a bit of light red, that separates. You can use black and I believe burnt sienna. Well, I'm trying to get that misty. That's going to take some dry brush on there when it dries. So let's put in some bit of burnt umber, bit of blue, bit of yellow. All nice and the trees get thicker at the base. And see what happens to it. Some blues in there. Okay. Right, now because we've got the light coming from here, so put a bit of blue in here. It's all very experimental. Drop in some blue. I was hoping to get some Windsor blue, but I want a nice rich dark now. So burnt umber and ultramarine. Looking at the burnt umber's lovely and stiff. Tube consistency almost. So I'll put in some dark on that side. And let that merge. Dark. So just showing a little nice dark edge there. The paper's still damp, so it's still taking the misty look. I want some nice, good dark in the base of this tree here. Okay, let's do some on the other side now. Just let it do what it does, just to merge, mingle, dilute. Lots of little things sticking out from it. I've done one of these for a long time. I've kept away from the Payne's grey. So that's the light's coming that way. Off decided. Look at which colour's going in now. Can have a lot of fun with your paint. Which after all is what it's all about, isn't it? Another one here. Slightly bluer. Waving a few leaves about. The hake does so much. It's hard to get for me to get away from the hake with to get into all my lovely moths. Okay, quite liking that. That's don't know if I want to do much more to that. I want to dry it off and put a figure in. Right, okay, I'll use this figure here. This is my new one. I want a thinner one, I think. I'll use my old one, my number 3. And if we're going with some bit of dark. There's no Payne's grey at all on any of this. Just a few little flicks. Don't know if we do it on dry. So take your headphones off, we'll mute your sound. My lead to my camera is tied up. Right, we'll have a loose figure. So a little bit of burnt umber. Oh, that's burnt sienna. So we'll put a little figure here. red. Get him into scale. Blue jeans. That red's not very intense at the moment, let's just thicken it up a little bit. Carefully does it. And make sure the heads are small. A shadow. Cast. A bit darker. On the side here. Right. Just want to thicken up some of those trunks where it's just dried in just a little bit. Just a little bit of this. Just drag that over a little bit. Okay, you can't do much more to it than that, I don't think. Okay, I'll put it in the mount and I'll alter the angle of it to a more suitable angle for a mount. Use the ivory mount, I think, which is there. That's quite good. Probably dry even lighter. I've got a lot of colour in there. I was hoping to use some Windsor blue in there, but I probably didn't get round to it. So there we are. Let's do around. Yeah, Misty wood. Maybe his legs could have been just a touch longer, but. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.